My biggest piece of advice as you get started with using your WeCreat Vista is to have a couple of blanks that you will use to test and see which settings work best. Let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. As you can see, I'm on the other side of my craft room. I'm standing in between my WeCreat Vista and my WeCreat Vision. This is a 20-watt diode laser. The new WeCreat Vista is a 10-watt diode laser that is powerful and mighty. It's not as big, not as strong, but it's still very powerful. I'm going to show you the settings that I'm using to make these two journals for two friends of mine. And I'm just going to show you what worked best for me. I did do some tests on the back of these older ones. I actually have a tutorial already for how to do laser engraving with the WeCreat Vision. I'll make sure it's linked below the video. At the end of this video, if you find it helpful, please remember to like the video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now, without further ado, let's look at the materials. We'll go over to the WeCreat Make It software, and then we'll get started with laser engraving these journals. Now, typically, I would cut the camera and I would go and lay out the materials, but I already have the materials right here in my hands. I am using this tan leather. It's a PYD Life brand, and this navy blue leather journal. I'm going to do laser engraving on both of them. And from what I found, the settings that work for the brown leather or the tan leather actually work pretty nicely for the blue leather. So I'm going to use the same settings on both of these, and I'll get it set up in the WeCreat Make It software. The file that I'm using, or the files that I'm using, were downloaded from the Creative Fabrica website. Let's go over there now. I am in the WeCreat Make It software. I already have the files downloaded, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to upload them. Now, one difference between the WeCreat Vista and the WeCreat Vision is that in order to refresh the view on the Vista, you have to have the machine open. So I'm going to open the machine. I have the machine open. Now I'm going to click refresh. Okay, so I can see the journal is there. Okay, I think it's better there because I can definitely be sure it's straight. I have the journal lined all the way up at the bottom just to make sure it's straight because I don't want there to be any problems. Okay, so now I'm going to import the file that I'm planning to use right here. Confirm, and I'm going to bring it down so that it actually fits nicely on the journal like this. I think this looks really nice. I'm going to save space for the name. I'm not going to add the name on camera. I'll do that separately. All right, now that I have the file here, the next thing I'm going to do is select the material. I'm clicking here on material, I'm selecting leather, and I'm going to choose Napa leather light brown. I'll click here on the 2mm and I'll click confirm. And then what I'll do, so now I don't really see any of the settings. If you click again on the file, you can see what the settings look like. So right now the power is on 100, the speed is on 305. The number of passes is 1 and the line density is 100. I want to keep those exact settings for this journal. And what I'm going to do is click on auto measure. What I'll do is press start and it'll let me know how much time it's going to take. Estimated processing time, 14 minutes and 28 seconds. I'll click send and I'll have to go over to the machine and I'll close the lid and I'll press the button. Okay. Before we do that, I'm going to click cancel here. I'm going to say confirm. I'm not going to Press this one. I'm going to go ahead and show you the settings for the blue one so we can have that already in place. For the blue journal, I actually used the same settings that I did for the light brown leather journal. You can use the settings for blue leather. I just find that those settings are a bit too dark for my taste just based on what I tested out. So I used a power of 100 and a speed of 305. I found the file that I plan to use for this journal, and I just followed the same process that I did for the previous one. And truth be told, I really could have done both of them at the same time, but I didn't think about it until I had finished, and then it was too late. But same process. Now let's go over to the machine. Okay, so my blue leather journal is inside. If you're using these same exact ones, make sure your journal is facing the right direction before you actually put it in there. I feel like I need to go process it again just to be sure I didn't move it out of whack. 1 second. Going to close the lid carefully and press the button here, the processing button, and watch WeCreat do its thing. I'll speed this part up. Okay, this one has finished and I love it. Look at that. I love the way the hearts are different from the words. I love, 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 love the way this turned out. Let's go ahead and get the second one inserted. I'll go back and refresh my screen so that we can get started with the tan leather. This is the finished tan or brown journal. I think this is gorgeous and I think the recipient is going to love it. Now here are both journals, and what am I going to say about them? I love them. I love the way both of them turned out, and I think the recipients will too. I am going to clean them off with a little bit of water, and I'll add the names once the video has ended. If you have found this tutorial helpful, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.